Beautiful pine trees. I had to evacuate my friend Ryan, who bought my motorcycle. So there it is, my old bike. Nobody's on yet. Look at this. We got a treadmill. What's happening, Ron RMC? Slick ruler, Brian. Look at that. We got a treadmill. Look what my brother gave me. Look at that. It's a Gold's Gym Universal Workout Machine. For those of you guys, there's Ryan's bike. Guy bought my old motorcycle. Loco Coco. What's happening? Lake water. Slick ruler. So there's the weight machine. So I'm going to take you guys out to the shed right now. I got a Troy. If I can get my show you what I've been working on. If I get my fingers away from the camera. All right. So there's our pad. There's the weight machine. You can see there's chicken coop. Tuscan. David Fuentes. What's up, Frank Rizzo? California Convictions. Hard Intentions always bringing quality content. That's right. Debbie, what's up? So this was originally a garden, but now it's a part of chicken coop. Told you folks, we live in the mountains. There's the, look at that. Friend came up and roofed the shed. I did everything but put the shingles on it. We're going to put a ACE. Hello from, what's that? From lockdown, Melbourne, Australia. 2 years off. That makes, oh, wow. What's up, babe? There's the shed. You can see the shelf in there, paintbrushes. So I don't have yet is a deck in front of it. There's leftover wood Ryan's gonna come and get. I'm still moving in. I want to show you guys what's happening with the shed. Let me see here. If I have the fucking key. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's lockable. Look at that front door, folks. Yeah. Where you at, babe? You coming in? Bring a chair. Unless you want to sit in a stool. There it is. I've been moving in slowly but surely. This will be the, and you know, if you look at it from here, you can see I have plenty of room. It's 12 feet long. And, oh yeah. So, we got the shelves. And these boxes here, I made these in prison to hold all my stuff because when you move, you got to move fast. What's going on, babe? So this will be the tattoo art area. Want to come in? And art supplies. So this is, we got the window. Look at that clock. Got a loft there, loft there.
Never talk about that hat that you have on your head.
Oh, I will. I did last time, remember?
I know that was painful, so I think you should probably.
Want to clear that off and sit on that? Oh yeah, most definitely. Let's turn this around.
Where's my wallet in here?
Because I found it in amongst all the shit. So how you doing, folks? Huh? What's the matter? She don't like my shed already.
Wow, really?
She's already making comments about it. How you doing, babe? Where you going? Where you going, babe? All right. She'll be right back. So I'm going to put a deck out front so you can step in instead of climbing up the ladder. And Yeah, this is it. Oh, by the way, new Ace hat. Thank you, Lake Water, very much. Yeah, I built this thing. Everything but the shingles on the roof, I did. So, you know. Tony Gutierrez, what's up? Ryan Foster, what's up? Brian, what's up? How you doing, babe? Huh?
Don't say shit like I don't like the shed. That's just rude.
Oops. There we go. Yeah, she likes it. She loves it.
Somebody said, I can't believe you kept those cardboard shelves. What you should look at the top of
Oh,
the
those
line.
things there.
Wire.
No, the
wire,
cardboard
old
boxes.
School cabinet. He got these. He actually bought these.
Yeah, I bought the wire shelving. But the cardboard boxes, I made those in prison to put my magazines, paperwork, all that kind of stuff in. I remember the live stream when you were starting. Yeah.
I can't get my wife. Roger says, I can't get my wife to come in my shed. You're doing good. I love the shed.
I'm going to have to move my phone over here and plug it in.
California Conviction says, I remember the live stream when you were starting. Yeah, they don't let people do live streams now unless you have like 4,000 watch hours.
Really?
You can't go live.
Serious?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Captain Crunch said, I found Mitch on 23 and 1. Look, what are you doing over there, babe?
I got to plug my phone in. Oops. Let's see.
Yes,
Can we
there's
do
a
that?
lot of smoke here too every morning, Slick.
Yeah.
It's hard to breathe, and then it lightens up in about, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. See the wire shelving and all that's from Home Depot. So. Yeah. Mountain Dew, what's happening? From Josh's channel, that's right.
That air, babe, and there is warm. Is it that, or is it just the air outside?
It's the air outside. This is just a fan, really. There's no water in it. I got a little mini swamp cooler here, but there's no water in it.
Aw, Ryan's on. He said, what's up, brother? I love ya.
What's up, Ryan Rains? We love you too, brother, and we're glad you're alive. We got to have Ryan on the channel, talk about his experience in life and his, yeah.
So we were really lucky. There was a lot of people that lost their shit. Ryan is one of them that's still evacuated. I think their house is okay, but they're still evacuated. Yeah, it's been pretty crazy up here.
Captain Crunch, the Indians treat me really well. I rode it to church tonight. What's up there, Mick?
He said, I said, Smiley and Boss Lady, that shed's looking tight.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Look at Ryan's emojis. He put like a sicko.
I lived in a 6x9 foot box, right? And some of this stuff, like this paper up here I'll show you later maybe. I got 100 sheets of silk screen paper I bought when I was in San Quentin smuggling tobacco. Cost $4.10 a sheet. I got busted, transferred, sent it home. It's worth like $12 a sheet now. What's the matter?
Nothing.
Oh, I'm sorry. So, yeah. Anyway, I have a lot of art supplies I sent home from prison when I got transferred. And, I got the little cabinet over here. Where is it? There we go.
That's not a cabinet, that's a
This
toolbox.
is a toolbox. It's full
It's a cabinet, babe.
yeah, it's got art supplies, tattoo supplies.
Okay.
Thank you, Home Depot.
I'm going to say some hi.
Yeah.
Chuck67 said, hey, Mitch and Adrian, are you taking the van to Street Vibrations or riding?
I'm probably going to ride.
Captain Crunch said, very nice. I'm glad you like the bike. Love the shed. 69 said, hey, good evening, Mitch and Mrs. Smiley. Hi. Hope the air is clear up there. It is tonight, but in the morning it sucks.
In the morning the wind blows the smoke down the hill, and in the evening about noon it starts blowing it up the hill. So now it's clear. In the morning it will not be.
Ron RNMC is on also.
Yeah, he was first one on.
Hi, Donette.
What's up, Ron?
How are you?
Where's Redwood? Is Redwood on?
Yeah, Redwood's on.
What's up, Redwood, brother?
There's one of my BFs, Donette. It's on there. It's good to see you on
How
there.
you doing,
Did you
Donette?
guys go drop off the kiddo to school? We were gonna go down last weekend, but we were and just experienced a shit show at work. So
OG Black Show. What's up? Yeah, we got Redwood and Ron on. That's
I
cool.
know. Rich Nigelson, hey Smiley was one of your first followers, so happy your site's doing well. Aw, that's
Thank you.
nice.
Thank you, Rich.
Straighten that shed out, Uncle Mitch. That's what Left Lane Outlaw said.
Yeah, I'm just trying to organize
listen,
it.
let me just tell you something. Okay, don't get it twisted. But Mitch is not a neat person. Like
Really?
no. You can talk about me. You can. I don't care. I'm just saying that when he says I'll get it together, right now the way it looks is probably about.
It's going to get a lot better. I have to organize it, and then I'm going to start drawing and painting. And
John said, "Look at all those sick ass shirts back there."
Yeah, but that's our whole inventory right there. For all you guys that think we're big time, shirt business, what?
Babe, did you put those shirts in? You put those shirts in with no plastic on here in this.
Some of them. But I
Okay,
got
so
plastic
I just
coming.
want everybody to notice. See what he just did? That's what he normally says that. So he just says,
I ran out of plastic bags, so. But yeah. So this is our entire inventory. We're not a big time, we don't have a warehouse full of shirts yet. Lance G. I think he called me. I missed his call, Lance. I'm going to get at him. Definitely give him a call. We've been, like I said, sometimes it takes a minute to connect and get things organized and ready to go.
Yeah, when's the second double shirt coming out? When's that coming out?
As soon as I make it, I have to make a front design for it.
What are you going to make it?
I think it's going to be a pitchfork with flames with a musical note with a pitchfork to it. What do you think?
I think maybe without the musical note because it's already on the other side. I would do the pitchfork and some flames.
Yeah.
And then,
so,
and we don't have to put hard intentions because it's on the back, or you put HI.
Yeah. I'm going to draw it up.
John McHugh's on said small business is the best. And John said the other day, I don't know if you remember this, but he was talking about how he and his daughter were watching the Hellraiser episode.
Oh yeah. He missed.
Those used to scare me so bad.
Yeah. So I got John's thing out here right there on the shelf. It's coming together. I'm gonna start doing some artwork out here, man. So, I have two guys that want their legs done. Gabe, that's right, and Chad.
Tony Gutierrez said, "Shout out to my son Tony Jr. He's been at work with me all day. Love you, Papa."
Stay down, awesome. Tony. Right?
Lake Water said, "Oh hell yeah, that'd be awesome." Hi. Oh, look at Terry's on. Hi Terry.
How you doing, Terry?
It's official. What's official?
Yeah, the shed.
It is. It's the real deal.
So I'm gonna start doing my artwork, man. And I've been thinking about painting and tattooing, and it's something I've always enjoyed and loved doing. And hopefully it'll work out, man. Where this can be my workspace and my job space.
So I do need to give my apologies for not putting up any content. I haven't been able to download anything, and so Izzy and I are going to try to work on that tonight. So I have the 2 ones coming up, finishing up Peter, and then Mitch did another one, so those are coming up.
My favorite.
Mitchell Perkins, our tank tops, if you look at the merch that's underneath our video as you're watching it, the tank tops are in there, and we have most every design that Mitch has done in tank tops.
Yeah, they're down there underneath. My favorite meal in prison towards the end was that I like Thai pala soups. They're rice noodles with they have dried vegetables and like a curry packet, and put fish. You can put fish in it, man, or pork. It was a pretty good meal. And I also like making burritos.
Hi, Donette.
Yeah, I also like making burritos. But
Donette, I think we're coming down next weekend.
Michael Perkins from Dago. What's happening?
Sunday to go to the kiddos' birthday parties.
Yeah. Supplies. Art supplies. Look at that. Up there, I got all the paper that Juan gave us, more stuff, pencils. And then if you look over here, there's the outline that John sent us. Yeah. Yeah, are we going to ride down there?
I don't know. So, I got... hold on, I'm trying... So, California Conventions has been asking you this for a minute, and you haven't answered.
What?
So, I won't get that answered for you. He said, are you familiar with the case of Shane Goldsby, Mitch, the guy who celled up with the chummer who assaulted his sister?
No, I'm not familiar with it.
It's pretty recent.
Really?
Yeah.
So what happened? Did he kill the guy?
I think so.
Oh, J.E. just sent us $2. Thank you so much.
Aw, J.E., thank you. you.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you. I'm not familiar with that.
And you know what? Normally it's not that you wouldn't do content.
That's
on
all right,
somebody you
California
don't know, but most times he does it like if you know some like.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to research it,
Yeah.
find out who the guy was, and then talk about it. So you got what he asked. In
Yeah,
case,
no,
in
California
case.
Convictions. I wasn't saying that you kept asking. I think
She
I
was
read
on
that
me for-
you had said it on one of Mitch's comments, so I was more on
Yeah.
him, so not on you. You're good. He said, "Will you Google it if you get a chance?"
Yeah, she has to remind me because I didn't see the name and stuff. But got out 24 years. Oh, he's out. He stomped the dude out, killed him, and got 24 years. Well, Roger said you should sit over here and get in the camera. Lemonhead Penny.
What's
Country
up with
what?
the window? Reminds me of county. Just got to frost it.
Oh yeah, well I bought these 2 windows at Habitat for Humanity.
Yeah, you see the fine.
Well, it's not done.
No dust, or anything.
It's not done. She's on me. I got that window at Habitat for Humanity, and that window. Where is it? At Habitat for $100. 2 windows for $100. Then I got the front door with a window in it, and the 2 side windows. Pretty cool.
What's the pattern on your shirt, bro? That's
Oh,
what
this
makes-
is a ghost
makes
train.
sense.
And my in-laws went over to Nevada to, on vacation when I first came up here. They got me this shirt. It's a ghost train, and what it is during World War II, they scrapped out all the old steam engines, for the metal. And these guys did not want to give up the train, so they hid it in tunnels, right? And they came looking for it, and they could never find it, so they dubbed it the ghost train. Yeah, and now it's like a museum. So they went over there. My father-in-law, mother-in-law went over there, and yeah, that's where this shirt came from.
First thing they'd like to John was saying you guys should collab with California Convictions.
Ghost train story is awesome. Yeah, it is. It is. World War II has got stories that go on forever, If you guys have watched Band of Brothers and you haven't watched The Pacific, I highly recommend. I like my new hat. I highly recommend the Pacific. It's a series. I saw it when I was in prison. I was in a prison. Actually, Vacaville has a military. No, Soledad has a military channel. They have a closed circuit channel for education, movies, all that. But the veterans had a military channel, and they showed the Band of Brothers, and they showed the Pacific. And I watched. Very good show.
Everybody really likes your hat. That's all thanks to Lakewater.
Thanks, Lakewater.
He even gave him a size 8
Yeah,
hat.
it's a size 8 fitted hat.
Yeah.
Because I got a small head.
Hot Rod said, we used to have an old turn of the century steam locomotive at Modesto Park, but then they moved it last few years to the Amtrak station.
Yeah.
Speaking of Modesto, you want to talk about that?
So,
Where we're going to be at?
if we go to Street Vibrations, we're going to ride there on a bike, right? Maybe stay the night, whatever, and come home. We're going to go to the Hot Rods event a few days prior to Street Vibrations down in Modesto. Hot Rods event is, you want to give it a shout out, Hot Rod, let everybody know what it is. So we're going to go over there and set up and sell some shirts. We decided, they only made
Redwood
a few
says
hundred.
they only made a few hundred of those hats, I heard, bro.
Oh, wow. Better take care of this one.
He's getting to sweat it up.
I wear hats all the time. When I get a hat, I wear it to work, I wear it working, I wear it all the time, so I'm going to have to... It has a thing on the side.
Lakewater said, you're welcome. Looks good. I'm glad you like it.
I love it. It says ASG on the side with a star.
So Hot Rod said
2021.
September 18th, Graffiti Night Car Show, Modesto, California.
Yeah, we're going to go
What
to
time does that start at, Hot Rod?
Around 2, I think. Yeah, let us know when it starts.
You know what's going to happen when I get
What's
to
up,
that
Chuck?
show, right? You know what's going to happen.
What?
is I'm going to see my car, and then I'm going to start salivating over it,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to want one, and they'll be like, babe, like I just want to.
Left Lane Outlaw just sent us $10.
He did.
On reconnecting. Sorry. That was our editor trying to sign in. So if we go to, we kind of decided, we don't have the money to go put up for hotels and vendor space and food.
They kind of rape people, to be honest.
Yeah, they rape
like
you over there in Reno,
And it's hard for us because we don't get to move around. We just have to stay in one spot.
Yeah, when the event's going on for 3 days, we got to set up on the 22nd, then it goes to 23, 24, 25. It's over on the 26th. We got to sit in the tent the whole time. I'd rather ride over there and check it out, meet people, have a good time, and ride home. It's a nice ride.
Left Lane, I'm sorry we missed your super chat. His super chat is $10. Thank you. But he had a joke because he knows.
What did he say?
They know I love these kind of jokes. What did the elephant say to the naked man? How do you breathe out of that thing? LOL.
Oh, because he was hung like a light switch. Huh?
Izzy, that should have worked. Did it work? Okay.
Yeah, it was hot as hell in Reno. But we were going to go to Virginia City and set up in a parking lot by the bucket of blood and all that, but oh wow.
Oh, Chuck 67, are you kidding me right now?
Wow, thank you, Chuck.
You just donated $100 via super chat. He said, here's how with a room, stay the night for if possible.
Thank you
will.
so much.
We will.
Are you going? If so, let us know what nights you're going to be there. And if we ride over, we'll hook up with you and we could go cruise around and see all the cool shit. LA Dodger Blue, what's up, brother?
Thank you, Chuck. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Chuck, thank you so much. I definitely like to ride over there with you.
Chuck said yes. He said, yeah, okay.
Or we could meet on the way over and go from, we can meet you on 80 by Auburn and ride over. Maybe meet at the Indian dealership. We could take 80 over. 50's a nice ride over, too, if the fires would stop. I want to give a shout out, man, to all the firefighters. Yeah. I drive the kid to school in the mornings. I seen fire trucks from Torrance, San Diego, Long Beach, Santa Cruz, Monterey, Martinez, Oregon, Nevada. I saw a Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation truck with prisoners on there. Dude, and I'm not talking a few. I'm talking about tons of fire trucks. Big ones, little ones. I didn't see any National Guard. But, they're up here fighting fires, man. And, it's where we live, man. We're lucky over the last few years. There have been a lot of fires throughout California. And we haven't been touched by them until now. And so I just want to thank all the firefighters, any family of firefighters, man. Your loved ones are putting it out there for us, and they're keeping us safe. So I just want to thank them.
So I just got an unusual Cash App request.
What?
Somebody says they need money for the bus to work.
What?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Okay, well.
I had a Dyna lowrider and I sold it to Ryan Raines, and he has it now. And I used part of that money. I used that money as part of my down payment on my Indian.
Your friend just got crazy on me.
Who?
Your friend Tom.
Oh.
So so listen, I'm just gonna let you know in this little thing. So he sent me a thing about vaccination.
Oh yeah.
Say that. And I just said, tell me you guys if you think this sounds, because I meant it to be nice. I said, just FYI, you're never going to convince me of anything different other than for people to get vaccinated. So please stop sending me the stuff as I try not to inundate you with my side of the fence. We're both adults. You're never gonna convince me, and I'm never gonna convince you. So please stop it. I appreciate it. So he said, you were the one that started it. I could give a shit who gets vaccinated or not. I won't bother you again. And he blocked me.
Oh wow. That's cool.
That's some kind of serious shit there. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's your friend. Like, seriously?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Ryan Foster asks, are you going to get the booster?
Yes.
I don't need it yet, but when I
am.
need it, I will.
I'm 8 months out, so I'm
So
gonna.
what
As
is
soon
it,
as they
6
approve it,
to 8 months?
yeah,
You
as
need
soon
a
as they approve it,
booster?
I'm gonna get it.
I'll get a booster, you know. What's up, Bobo? You mean Dyna collection? If you have a Dyna collection, I'm jealous. This thing keeps saying T-Mobile keeps stopping. I love Dynas, but I really love my Indians so much. Um, until somebody, grandpa took the gun and won't give it back till he gets vaccinated. You know. Look, the FDA is on the verge of approving the vaccine. I don't have a problem with it. I got the vaccine. I'm not dead. I'm not sick. I'm functioning normal. It's not a political issue to me. It's a matter of, hey, so what about this? I'm just saying, what if the government is putting out information on one hand saying you need to get vaccinated, right? Then on the other hand, they got operatives saying don't get vaccinated. You'll grow a third eye and you'll grow an extra penis and you won't be able to, whatever, right? It'll kill you. Then a bunch of guys go, well, I'm not getting vaccinated. And maybe they don't want you to get vaccinated. Maybe the anti-government guys, they don't want them vaccinated, so they'll get sick and die. What if that was the case? Psychological warfare. T-Mobile keeps stopping. I don't get this app. This fucking thing keeps popping up on my phone. Yeah, so what if the government's really tricking people into not getting vaccinated so they get sick?
They said so that it's survival of the fittest.
Yeah. What if? Just think about that. And now look, we talked a lot about last week about the New World Order and all that shit. We talked about the Bilderbergers. The Bilderbergers was started by ex-SS officers, right? Nazi Germany was master of propaganda. You coming back, babe? Huh? Right?
This ain't my thing, so I'll be back.
I'm just saying. So they taught our government, pretty close, they taught our government how to use propaganda, theory, 10-step genocide mission.
Just remember about our algorithm.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I'm just saying, what if the government is a master of, our government's probably the master of propaganda now, and, misinformation and manipulation. So what if that's the case? Thanks, Chuck. 67. Yeah. Here's the deal. The government's lied to us so much about things that really weren't even important. There was government officials that hated integration and civil rights, and they lied, they lied about a bunch of shit, man. They lied to get us into Vietnam. They lied. So now, if they're telling the truth, I'll let these people fight all day about agenda as long as I can feed my family. That's right. So now, if they're telling the truth, there is a virus out there. It's making people sick. My friend Ryan got sick. He almost died. Nobody believes them because they've lied so fucking much. It goes back to the old story about the boy who cried wolf, So, any other time you get to quit, practice for this time, seriously. Anyways, I got vaccinated. If you don't want to get vaccinated, I don't mind. But my friend Tom was in prison with me, and he lives up by where we have a trailer in Lake Almanor, and he almost got burnt out. he blocked my old lady because she disagrees with him about this vaccine shit. So whatever. 47 days to start any other vaccine. That's right. You know, I promote shit that the government does. I'll let them do that. And like you said, bro. Yeah, they. Hey guys, this is the virus. My brother got sick. D Cypher said, "Hey guys, yes, here's the virus. My brother got sick. Wasn't bad, but we all got vaccinated. Take care." Yep. Let's see. They want to kill. I agree with you, Left Lane Outlaw. I'm trying to find some comments here. I'm sorry. Roger Williams, that's plausible. They want to divide us any way they can. Yeah, it's called divide and conquer, brother. It's charging Afghans $650 a pop for evacuation flights. Ryan, if Blackwater's charging $6,500 a flight for evacuations in Afghanistan, more power to them. They're an American company. And I don't give a shit about people from Afghanistan who live in Afghanistan, who are cowards, and they want to run away. The women and children I kind of have a little sympathy for, but the men over there, I got you, California convictions. The men, I saw a photograph of an airplane. Everybody on board was men. No women and children. Yeah, USA, Paradise, Frank Rizzo. The fires are pretty bad, Gunner, but they're moving up the hill, bro. Blackwater, whatever, these mercenary companies that are American, they're all veterans. They got experience in combat because our government put them in that situation. That's their skill set. If they want to charge them guys, if them guys are such cowards that they're going to take some of that corruption money they got and pay Blackwater, so they're going to take American currency that they got because they're corrupt and greedy and give it back to an American company to fly them out of there, that's fine with me. I think the worst prison that I was in was probably San Quentin in the early 80s. Let's see. Gunner. Yeah, the fires are moving up towards Lake Tahoe. We live down the hill from where the fires are for about 14 miles. So we're lucky. The wind blows up that way and we're safe so far. But it's sad. People are, they're losing everything they have. So. But, look, man. I know it was a long time ago. I got there in 81. And I was there again in the late 80s, mid 80s, Always remember things are never what they seem. Just goes for everybody breathing. These hidden things in life are way too complicated. I missed it. Complicated to just figure out over conversation. That's right, Patrick. But this country was started by guys who were willing to stand up and fight. He said they will be peacefully let people evacuate that passports, but reports are coming in that they are tearing up passports. The Taliban's not going to let you leave unless you sneak out. Left Lane Outlaw, thank you for that $10. Full of goats evacuating the wives. LOL. Yeah. Jim Magana, what's up? Convicted Hearts. This country was started by people from a lot of different countries. We had a colonel or something who was a Prussian who whipped the American troops into shape. A lot of guys from England, Ireland, Scotland, all over Europe mostly. They fought and died to create the United States of America, the concept of freedom, democracy. They died for it, and they fought for it. And look, the founding fathers were not just a bunch of ragtag lames. I had to go to work for Blackwater. He said, let's see that coming. Mike M. I had a co-worker for Blackwater. He said, don't let your kid go into the device. It's all crooked now. Hey, he was a CO, but the dude was down. He liked when guys did good and worked for themselves. That's right. Our founding fathers were all rich guys. Word, you know, they were all rich men. They were all slave owners, a lot of them. They were rich dudes. They got tired of paying taxes to England and a bunch of other shit. And they felt like, you know, the New World Order should be here. Whatever. They fought and died for what they believed in. They created the United States of America. So my thing with Afghanistan, Iraq, any of these other countries, if they want to live free in a democratic society, free, fight for it. You know, we gave them military hardware, money, all that. Trained them. Our men and women died over there for them. And they just sucked up the money in their greed and corruption and thinking the free ride was just going to go on forever. They don't understand the political climate changes in America. We're not going to fight and die forever for people that won't fight and die for themselves. So if you're not willing to fight and die for what you believe in, when it comes to your country and things like this Taliban and all that shit, why should we help you? That's my feelings, you know? Yeah, it's a fall of Saigon all over again. I don't have a problem with us leaving. I have a problem with the way it was done, you know? Afghan army is the Taliban. I believe that, Tom. You know? I believe that. A lot of them, they show them holding their weapons the way our guys do, and yeah, the president is just a pawn. There are people way more powerful than the government. There's people with money. You know what they say? The bankers say, we don't care who makes the laws. Let us control the money. You know? So, yeah. I'm glad that Americans aren't going to die in Afghanistan anymore for people that are not willing to die for what they believe in, you know? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we trained them, Jen. You know, they're smart. They infiltrated us. They got trained by us. They know how to use our weapons. And then they ran back over to the Taliban, and there they go. Oh, Afghanistan mountains are no joke. How you are happy being free. Up high. Being free, dude, it's, you know, you're free. You're free to sit on your ass and do nothing. Or you're free to get up and make things happen that you want to make happen. I was watching a show the other night and I forgot what it was. But it said that, that's right, Hot Rod. I said you got to be willing to do things that other people are not willing to do. You know, you have to take a chance in life, and when you're free, you can't take that chance. You know, I read this thing, it was a quote from George Jackson. You know, he took over the adjustment center, killed some white dudes, killed some cops, whatever. The United States shouldn't just overtook the country and made it a U.S. territory. Yeah, that's a little harder than it seems, though. But it said, locked in a cell, locked in a jail within a jail, my mind is still free. You know, that's how I was in prison. My mind was free. I never forgot that quote. I remember I read it when I first went to prison, and I never forgot it. And towards the end of my term, last 10 or 15 years, that's kind of where I was at. I was in a state of mind that, look, I'm never getting out of prison, and I'm going to be here for the rest of my life. but I'm going to keep this free, you know. I'm going to keep my mind free, you know. So, Andy, what's up? Migs. Yeah, so, Migs 510. What's up, brother? Yeah, Haiti can be rough. Haiti's, you know, free will, freedom. Yep. You know, God gives you free will. That's the thing with God as well. You know, God gave us all free will. The freedom. Imagine if your parent told you you have all the freedom you want. You don't have to like me, love me. You can hate me, whatever you want. Imagine if your parents told you that. That's kind of how, yeah, I see the thing with God gave us free will. We could love him, hate him, whatever. You know, yeah, you know, so we have the freedom to do what we want in this world. And so freedom comes with responsibility, though, you know. Um, you have a responsibility, man, to do what's right. You have the responsibility to get up off your ass. And wow, Travis, thank you for that $6.99. I like that shield too. It's cool. Thank you. You know, when you're free, man, as a free man, I have the freedom to do whatever I want. Look, I'm out there door dashing. I'm doing my t-shirt thing. I'm getting ready to start. I built this shed. You know, I was sitting in here with Dave and Ryan the other day. We cleared out all the scrap out front. We took 2 runs to the dump. That's how much trash there was left over from building this shed. And I said, man, I built this, you know. I built this shed. And it's a shed, but look, it's 16 on center. It's insulated. It's drywalled. It's got lights. Chicago E, what's up, Matt Dog? Tom Tom. Where you live, Tom Tom? I did this so I can do my artwork and so I can tattoo. So I have a place to put the shirts. Up high, wow. Thank you for that, man. Thank you so much for that donation there, that super chat. Andy, respects, back to you, brother. Thanks for that $10 and thanks for that $50. Up high, thank you so much, man. Where there's chaos, there is cash. I agree with that. You know, so I told Ryan and Dave, I go, I built this, man. Other than the shingles on the roof, I built this whole thing. And, you know, it's not perfect, but it's what I got. You know, it's what I did, and it's where I'm going to work. And you know, I'm just, I can't tell you how happy I am with it, you know. It blows my mind. That's what freedom is. That's how happy I'm in to be free. You know, I did this. I have the freedom to do this. I got a $350 Cub Cadet for free today and just got a new deck belt on it. Stay down. Stay down. Josh and Ash, stay down. You know, I'm just blessed to have a wife. I'm from South Central, 41, old black man. I love you. Thank you, up high. We love you too, brother. And you know what? I lived on 54th in Vermont in South Central, and I loved it. I love being there, brother. Wow. You know what, up high? I thank you. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I showed the shed earlier. Let me see where the phone's at, because I'm charging my phone as we speak. You know, Lake Water, I just keep moving forward, and, you know, yeah, we think it's awesome. We're all proud of you, Mitch. We're doing so great. Thank you, Tom Tom, very much. Rich Naglin. Is anyone that was in prison with you? Yes, I do. Especially guys who are paroled. And I do keep in touch with a couple guys still that are in there. My new bike, it's out front and it's dark right now. Good night. Christopher Greenfield, good night, brother. Peanut butter jelly time, digging that. Hat Mitch from Hanford, right next to. Stop by there. That's right. How you doing, babe? There's a can in there for you. It's a peach berry thing. Did you see it? Did you see it? Huh? Oh, sorry.
Listen.
My new bike's an Indian.
I want to ask a question.
What's the question?
For our members, because we do have a members option, and they get special emojis, and then we try to do a live like every other Saturday.
Yeah.
So we did a live on Saturday with members only, and we had like not very many people on. So I'm curious if everybody got notified that our members got notified that we went on.
So you guys that are members, did you get notified last Saturday that we were going live? If not, let us know. Somebody said they want to see the shed. Well, we have more viewers now.
If they just rewind it and go to the beginning, they can see.
Jen said she didn't get a no. Debbie said no.
Yeah.
Slick said no.
So I have a theory about this, you guys. Hold on a second.
Where we're going to be Saturday night. Tom said no. Everyone's saying no. So maybe members don't get notified. I don't know what's going on with that. But we did a members live last Saturday, and we had like 3 people.
Did we only have 3 on? Yeah. So this is my theory, because Mitch was talking politics on our last Wednesday night live. I think it changed the deal. You know what I mean?
Hey, did you see what Up High said? He said he's a black dude. He's an old black man from South Central, and he loves basically loves us.
Aww,
and he watches our show. I just thought that was the coolest
sweet
shit, man. That was just so cool. And I'm gonna tell you something. I lived in South Central for 7 months when I first got out of prison.
Have you been seeing all these?
No, what is it?
You didn't see these?
No.
These right here?
Not
Have you seen all those?
No. They're not posting them.
Okay, hold on a second, because we're missing something. So
anyway, I just want to say, living in South Central, I used to go to Santa Monica, Venice, Hollywood, San Fernando. I'm going to tell you what, the people in South Central, and I went over to Valencia, I used to go to the bank, I used to go to Wells Fargo off Valencia. I went all over, and I used to walk and take the bus. People are like, hi, hola, black, white, Mexican, not very many whites. They were friendly. Once I got outside of that neighborhood, they're like nose in the air. You look at someone, they look away or they look down. You say hi and they turn their head, like snub you. But where I lived, it was cool. Smiley
also,
Juarez, what's up?
Did you see that $50 super chat from Up High? Did you see that? Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
They just repeated that one. That's what that was.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you.
Yeah.
Sometimes it misses them when they go through, so I just want to make sure you got them.
Yeah. Up High's cool.
So yeah, everyone's saying they didn't get notified.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about really South Central. Is Up High lives in South Central, and when I lived there, I'd go out 10, 11 o'clock at night and walk around the block, and talk on the earbuds to her on my phone. And one of my roommates there at the transitional housing, he goes, man, I love you. You've been doing it, moving since the day you got out. He goes, all these other white dudes, they're in the living room on their phones. Mom, I'm living in South Central, crying, scared to leave the house. And Naeem goes, man, you've been doing it, moving since the day you got here, So I loved it there,
That's a good idea. Thank you so much. They said set up the waiting room. You know how the chat comes up as it's like getting ready to load before we actually go on.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. We'll do that.
Yeah.
Sharpest RTV, which Mitch watches your channel, just so you know.
Yeah.
Says, what's up, Mitch? I'm a Southsider tattoo artist that pulled 10 straight. Started off in Tracy.
Wow. What year were you in Tracy, and would you like to come on my show? We don't have to talk politics.
I want to give a big congrats to my sister from another Mr. Convicted Hearts, Jen Magana. She hit 1,000 members, so congrats for her.
Yeah, that's great. She got her 1,000 views,
Yeah,
1,000
good for
subscribers.
you, Jen. We're so proud of you.
Yeah.
And then Harvey Talks Prison. Can you do me a favor? Can you reach out to us at Mitch@hardintentions.com, and then we'll try to set something up.
Caesar, I got a Super Chief Limited. It's a 2022 suit. Check them out. Google it up. They're awesome.
Yeah, Mike said my old lady's from South Modesto. I'm from the town. Love the old school vibe in the hoods. You know what? I know. That's something I actually really miss that.
I dig the old houses, and you know what pissed me off in South Central?
Hi, Jason from Tennessee.
What's up now? Wayne Honeycutt, what's up? Is corporations are buying the houses, tearing them down and building duplexes, fourplexes, and they're tearing down all those badass old houses.
I can't even imagine tearing one of those houses down.
But they take up the whole yard. You know? I mean, there's no yard. It's just all house. It's like fourplexes, three, you know. It kind of sucked. Yeah, but I liked living in South Central. And actually, when she came to visit me down there 3 times when I was down there, and she goes, you know, if they don't let you transfer your parole up to the mountains, she goes, I'm going to move to LA. You know, that was an option, but it didn't work out. So we're up in the mountains. You know.
Izzy said she wasn't notified either. Slick said, I like the Springfield Dark Horse. That's badass.
I don't really like the Dark Horse because it's all blacked out motor. I like a chrome motor, but I do like the Springfield. I like the Dark Horse style. I just don't like the blacked out motor, you know. That's right, Tom. She's ride or die. I'm blessed, you know. I'm very fortunate.
You know what? Actually, to be honest with you guys, I was thinking today is that I was like, man, like he built this shed. I mean, almost complete, except for the roof. He did all of this. I mean,
other than the shingles.
Our house, same thing. Like our house is slowly coming together, and it's just you know, it's taken us a long time, but
I'm
you know.
gonna tell you, when we got here, the house that we live in, it was a quilting studio. The toilet, the floor around the toilet was rotted up. The toilet was balancing on the pipe, holding it up. The only water we had in the house was the bathtub. We washed our dishes in the bathtub for a year.
We did.
You know?
We really did.
I mean, I've been working on the house. I'm still working on the house. She gave me a break, let me build the shed so I can do my artwork and tattoo work and hopefully turn this into business that's viable.
And he works really hard. Like
so
really,
I mean,
really hard.
I built 2 bathrooms. I built a kitchen. I rewired the whole house. It had 4 circuits because it used to be a mobile home that's been built off of. Now it has 16. I drywalled everything. Put in air conditioners. I mean, it's just been a non-stop work.
Hey, Tom, our daughter's a teacher. Does she not spread her payments out through the summer too? My daughter does. They're talking about how teachers don't get paid during the summer.
Yeah.
But Nicole did it so that
so she takes less of a check.
Yeah.
So she gets
so it spreads out over
more
the.
check.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know. I
pretty
don't know
smart.
if that's an option everywhere, but I'll tell you one thing about that shit is that the freaking retirement from teachers is amazing, but the shit they're having to put up with right now, you guys, I am just like over it.
Tom said, you are blessed being from SAC. No disrespect, but shot callers and high-powered individuals often get out and move into homeless camps. But Tom, I used to work cleaning out homeless camps. I did a video called 10 Speed Gangsters. Check it out. That's exactly who I'm talking about, bro. And I feel you. Yeah, I learned my trades in prison, Chuck. Tom, these dudes are running around these homeless camps, living down by the river in tents made out of blue tarps, shooting dope.
What are you talking about? They got freaking bars down there. They make their own, like, they got blenders and shit.
One dude had a tiki bar all set up by, what was that, Adler Creek or one of them camps. But yeah, they're all down there. Then they go to prison, they're shot callers, and they're so full of hate because of the misery they live in on the street. that they're like, yeah, that dude needs to be stabbed, and that dude needs to be stabbed, and it's bullshit, man. So, half the time or more in prison, the guy telling people what to do, he's the sorriest motherfucker in the world out here on the street. He has nothing, you know. You read what he said about going to college and being broke, Tom Tom?
No, I'm sorry.
Chuck, I learned my trades in prison. I'm really a good cabinet maker and a plumber, but I worked in a carpenter shop as a cabinet maker. I worked in PIA wood factories. So I learned about drywall. I learned how to frame in the carpenter shops, I mean, I learned everything I know in prison.
Mitch always kind of says, damn, if I would have got out earlier, because if he was younger, I think he definitely would have gone into plumbing for sure if he was younger.
Yeah.
But, it's a hard-ass job.
Dude, I'm 60 years old. If I would have got out when I was 35, 40, I would have went right to the plumbing trade, But, I'm too fucking old for that shit, man. It's a young man's job, But, Sharpest Art TV, I missed his comment.
Aw, Donette. How's Beck doing? She just started college, so she's,
all right.
She's doing.
What's that say?
Oh, here we go. We got a troll. It's all right.
Makila weeds the old man without a head.
Babe, I just
and slice your neck with a saw. Really? So who are you? Like some fucking creep?
Hey, babe, can you just not pay attention?
Yeah, we got a creep on there.
Yeah.
Thank you, wrenches. Max was asking about the blue other day, Mitch. I had to show him a video of you. He was trying to talk you through the phone. Well, yeah. I'm going to tell you, man, back when I went to prison, you could learn a trade, no problem. Now the trades they're teaching in prison kind of suck. But, yeah, trolls, got nothing better to do, Maybe she'll be nice when she gets off restriction. Yeah. Chewy's in the house. He's not out here, but I have had him in the shed.
Hi, old sad daddy.
Yeah. What's up, old sad daddy? Debbie, what's up? Lake water. Yeah, back up, troll. The shed's about, what he said, 3 feet off the ground. So Chewy can be in the shed and he can't get out. So that's cool. So once I'm working out here, Chewy's getting old, man. And
he is.
And Rosie kind of abuses him. So I'm going to put a deck out front of the shed. I'm going to fence off the yard so we can bring the dogs out here and they can run around. I have Chewy in here. I have a little bed for him and, keep me company when I'm doing my art.
You know what? I actually want to say something too, because I haven't said it for a while. I just want to thank all our mods.
Yeah.
Most of our mods have been with us from the very beginning. Tom is a mod now, because he is. I just made him one.
All right.
So Tom, you should have a wrench. And I just want to thank you guys for keeping us on our, keeping us good.
Up high said, brother, you're really special, man. What would be your first conversation with God? Man, you deep, bro. Thank you, up high. Are you talking about if I was to meet God? I do go to the Russian Orthodox Church.
Bye, Sharpest Art TV. Good night.
You seem very at peace with yourself, which is awesome. So both of you guys, I answered. I go to a Russian Orthodox Christian church. We had a funeral service tonight for one of our members who passed away, and we're gonna have the funeral tomorrow. So we had the body in the church in a casket, open, praying over him. What's up, Willie, Nebraska? My first conversation with God would be like, hey, it's humility, man. I mean, it'd be like going to your parent after you've done a bunch of bad shit as a kid and saying, hey, I'm sorry, Dad. And hoping your dad don't beat your ass with a belt. right? Only it's going to be like 100 times that, right? Because we're all human beings, and that's the thing about church. I used to go to church, and then guy would be like, you Christians think you're perfect and all that, and I go, dude, that's why I go to church, because I know I'm not perfect. I have a higher power, and you know.
Good night, Harvey. And we'll check your email out. Thanks for sending it to us.
Yeah, God's sense of humor can be something. They say God chastises the ones he loves. And so,
Danny,
thank you, Danny.
Big badass love and respect to you and yours, Smiley from Miami forever. 2 girls, brother.
Thank you, Danny.
Thank you, Willie
Willie
G, for the
sends
$10 super chat.
Thank you, Willie. Thank you.
Oh, God, Matt.
Yeah.
Seriously. He said, I'm going to go to Catholic Church this Sunday because I'm going to look for a Mexican girlfriend.
Hey, know this. If you catch your Mexican girlfriend in church, she's going to hold you to it, buddy. Yeah. But, I go to a church that's comfortable for me, and, that's my higher power. It's a Russian Orthodox Christian church. That's where I'm comfortable. Jeff, I think, West Sac. I don't think I know them. That's where I'm comfortable, and that's what I do, and that's my belief based on study and faith. My brother's from Broderick. I'll have to ask my brother if he knows him. I'm sorry I haven't met him. God first. God, family, friends, and country. That's kind of the... Who?
Tom.
Yeah, I can't believe Tom blocked you. Yeah, that's, Oh, wow, Slick Ruler sends $49.99.
What?
Thank you, Slick, so much.
Slick.
Man, that means a lot, because I know what you're going through up there,
that's
bro.
really, really nice of you. I appreciate that.
Love what God loves and hate what God hates, and you'll be all right. That's right.
Thank you, Slick.
And one thing I liked about going to Narcotics Anonymous in prison is most of the dudes in there had some kind of belief system, and so nobody bashed anybody for having a different belief system or higher power than the other guy. We were all in there for... Most of us were lifers. Most of us were guys that used to use and party and clean up our act. And we just respected each other and respected the fact that each guy had a higher power that they believed in and depended on to help them get through their rough times. And,
Tom asked you, Mitch, do you know Huck or his brother Jethro? Jeff, I think, from West Sac, Broderick. They are your age. Huck was my big homie for years, both well respected.
I knew a Jeff in prison. Elsley or something like that. What's up?
Hi, Salvador. Yeah, Sharon. Some people don't know that though. I didn't know anything about that Russian Orthodox. He just said Orthodox Church ain't the same as Catholic Church. It's not the same, but some people
very different.
Some people don't know that, and that's cool. We can explain that.
Chuck said he gave a bunch of shirts to club members down the street, and they dug them. That's cool, Chuck. Do you still work out? I have some weights you can see at the beginning of our live tonight. So the difference between the Orthodox Church and their Catholic Church is the Catholic Church have the Pope. The Pope originally was a patriarch of Rome. And so we still have patriarchs. Every Orthodox church is autopacious, but they're all in communion with each other.
What does autopacious mean?
It means self-ruling. They rule themselves. They don't look at the Pope the way the Roman Catholics do.
Josh said there was no denominations in the Bible. The first followers of Christ were called Christian. Man started all the denominations. Yeah,
Orthodox means, it's orthodoxy. It means correct worship or right worship. And so in the beginning there were 5 patriarchs. Rome, Constantinople, Alexandria, Jerusalem, and Antioch. So they were like the patriarchs or the head bishop of that area, you know. And so they took on worship. Basically, you know, Jesus was a Jew, so worship was kind of Jewish style. And so, you know, that's kind of how it continues today in the Orthodox Church and the excuse me, Catholic Church. So
Pi said, God has blessed you always, man. We enjoy you, man. By the way, your wife is a ride or die. Mr. You kiss her and tell her you love her. She's a blessing in your life. South Central's out.
yeah, isn't that neat?
Oh, well, that's really neat. Thank you, sweetie.
I'm
That's
blessed.
so nice.
I'm just blessed, man. And if you look at the stuff that I went through in life, you know, if you get stabbed, you get shot, you've been in riots, you know, you have cops beat the fuck out of you, you have a cop come up to you and point his rifle at you with a laser scope in your forehead and ask you if you're going to yard because he's going to blow your brains out. You know, you go through all the shit I've been through and you survive and you get out of prison when they've been telling you, hey, you know, you're going to die in prison and you have a decent life. You know, I don't have a lot of money, but I'm rich, right? I attribute that to blessings, man, from above. That's all I can say, you know. Yeah.
Do they keep the Sabbath on Saturday or Sunday?
Well, Sunday's our day, you know.
I have 64 people on right now.
Yeah, you know, I have Matt Dog. I have never had a problem with Islanders. And when I went to prison, the problems between blacks and whites are kind of calming down. And things are pretty cool. And then there was some problems with whites and Southsiders for a while. You know.
Catholicism is the first true religion. It's biblical. Jesus' words in red in the Bible. Jesus said, build my church where they fed Peter and Paul to the lions. That's inside the bathroom walls.
Yeah, but you see, the Orthodox Church, and in the beginning there was one, all the churches were in communion. So hopefully we can get Rome back in communion with the Orthodox communion and it'll be back the way it was in the beginning, you know. We look at Peter as first amongst equals, you know. Yeah, you know, Matt Dog, I used to lift weights with a guy who was a Samoan and a Hawaiian back in the early 80s. We'd lift weights, and then Joe, he's Hawaiian, he'd pull out some weed, you know, we'd just kick back and kick it, man. Richard Barker. Let me see that again. Let me see that. I like that. T.O.B. You know, T.O.B., I know Richard real well. And he actually got kicked out of the club a few years before he got arrested. You didn't know that? What?
I know, I just can't understand believe you just said that, but okay.
Yeah, he got kicked out of the club before he got arrested. But I know Richard real well. I used to sit in Richard's cell and, you know, listen to stories about the old days. And Richard's out, by the way. He lives in Los Angeles. Yeah, Rotten Richard.
Okay.
Rotten Richard. The rotten one. You know, my celly Dirty Dennis from Oakland knew him in Folsom when I was a kid in the early 80s.
Good night, Tom Tom. Thank
Good night,
you.
Tom Tom.
And good for you for helping your wife out. Good stuff.
Awesome. Dirty Dennis goes, they call him Rotten Richard for a reason. Every bone in his body's rotten. I go, really? And, you know, long story, but yeah, he's out. I remember sitting in Rod's cell one day and I go, you know, Rod, when I get out, I go, I might get one of them Honda 750s. They're pretty cheap. And he had a cane. He's an old man now. He used to bounce his cane on the floor and he goes, I think it's about time you got out of my cell. I told him I was going to get a Honda 750. Yeah, it was funny. You had to be there. Yeah. And what's the deal with the red shoes? I don't have red shoes. I got black shoes, gray
You
shoes.
got red shoes.
Who's red shoes, Slick? Yeah, Rotten Richard's out, you know, and he earned that name, Rotten Richard. He's a rotten dude, you know. But
That's right, Lake Warrior said, pray for an end to hostilities between religions. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, you know, uh, look, man, people who have faith, you know, really have a lot more similarities than they do not, you know, put it that way. And so, if they're gonna fight, let's leave my false pronoun.
I want to.
If we're gonna fight against the evils of this world, we need people that believe in good shit, you know, to lead us. You know? That's kind of how I think.
Slick just made me think about this. I don't know why, but I've been very intrigued by the story today.
What story?
So, I don't know if any of you are familiar with. Well, I'm sure you are with Nirvana, that band. So there was that they had an album. And on that album, they had a naked baby boys, like in the swimming pool on the thing. Yeah. I can't remember what that one was called.
Chasing a dollar bill.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That kid who's now an adult is suing Nirvana and all the people that are.
Really?
Yes.
The baby boy is.
Yeah. So, but he's an adult now. Yeah. And so he's all. I'm not joking. He literally said, I can't say the word because it'll just fuck us up. So basically, he got on TV and said, I don't like it because everyone's seen my baby pee. Baby, and it really hurt my feelings and whatever. So he's suing them. And that was his dad's best friend. That they're like, can we take a picture of the baby in the pool for the cover? And they did. So it's just kind of interesting how people who have really suffered abuse and...
Wow. Yeah, where you going? Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I'm sure that the guy had to have parental consent for them to use that photograph. That's crazy. You know what? Let's see that. Lemonhead Penny. I hear you, brother. I don't really watch Mr. Larry much. I tried to get him on our channel, but I don't know what you mean, but I don't know what kind of guards he dealt with. He did his time in Texas. Hey, babe, I know he had to have parental consent for them to use that photograph.
I just said that his friend, when they made that album, they asked their friend, one of the guys asked his best friend who had a baby, hey, we got this cool idea for an album cover. And he said, yeah, hell yeah, of course. So now he's like suing his dad's friends.
Wow.
What's on your hat?
Nothing.
Okay.
Just changing.
Oh, so he's suing each one, 15 people for $150,000 each, including like David Geffen Records, which only owns the rights to like the Philippines and like just like they sued, he sued everyone. But his if you watch he just looks stupid. And I'm just thinking to myself, to all the victims that really have suffered from that shit, and then you're gonna be like, oh, come on, give me a fucking break.
Cabo Sparks.
They paid him to it. So when they did make that, when the dad's friend did that, he gave him $250 and a case of beer. It was a freaking album cover. You know what I mean? So these are.
Slick said he must have an expensive addiction.
Yeah, he looks like it. If you check him out, he looks like it.
See Wayne's.
Hi, Cabo Sparks. How you doing?
See Wayne Honeycutt's comment?
No, I didn't.
I can't read it.
He said, Mitch, I want to thank you for sharing your journey. I've gotten so much from your videos. Like the one thing, I never trip on childhood PTSD. That fits and helps me make sense of things. Thank you.
Thank you, bro, for tuning in, and thanks for watching. And thanks for reminding me, bottom line, we were kids, man, and we were in YA. We were a youth authority, man, and it was violent. Youth authority was violent, man. Youth authority was fucked up. I mean, just think the shit we went through in youth authority led us to prison. I told you I met some guys that were Crips, some guys that were Pyrus, that I was in YA with when I first went in, and I see them as adults in prison. I go, man, look what they did to us. And they go, yep. Look what they did to us.
I think you know what? I think what we're raising, what we're creating now. I literally watched this thing the other day where this lady was like, because you didn't do your homework, I'm taking your computer. I'm going to take your door off your room because you're talking back or whatever. And so I was like, oh, I thought this was like an actual.
Yeah, actual what?
Like an actual, like things to do. Things to do correctly.
Yeah.
But then at the end she goes, these are the things you should never do. And I was like, oh, wow. Okay.
Really?
Okay, how would you suggest that you
punish
do that?
a kid?
She said if you talk to any adult that now will say that was really hurtful to them, and all these people are on saying, I turned out pretty well, and my parents did that to me. I turned out pretty well, but
Yeah, Fred C. Nellis, that's where I started. I think they just bred a whole generation of fucking dummies, man. And I'm not talking about any one specific kid, but whenever I tell someone about how this kid that I have contact with, on the phone, as soon as they wake up, straight to the computer, video games all day, all night, they go, oh, typical kid. It's like all these kids are doing this. Mm-hmm. It's like, dude, they don't want to get their hands dirty. It's just, they don't want to get hurt. They don't want to take a chance. They don't want to take a risk on adventure.
Mike M said, read In 50 Years We'll All Be Chicks by Adam Carolla. Isn't he the comedian?
Yeah. I met Adam Carolla, right? And I met that other guy. What's the other guy?
Dr. What do they call him?
Adam Carolla and Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I met both of them.
Are you sure it's Jimmy Kimmel?
Yeah. They did the Man Show. They came in Lancaster Prison. We're talking about, what's that?
Ryan says, what we're talking about now, he's in the shower. We're just talking about kids being raised and how it's like,
we're talking about kids that are like, stuck on the computer and the phone all day. They don't want to ride their bicycles. They don't want to go skateboarding. They don't want to go surfing. They don't want to go fishing. They don't want to go swimming. They just want to be on the computer all day.
Some are misguided. I agree with you. It's like he said, this generation is just misguided.
Yeah. They don't want to pull weeds. They don't want to hammer nails. They don't want to pick up dog shit. They don't want to do nothing. I mean, nothing. They want to drink soda and eat crappy food and just, I don't know.
You got to go on Adam's show, Mitch. He has a podcast.
Does he? Adam Carolla? Well, I met him. And he goes, yeah. I go, yeah, I'm a lifer. He came in Arts and Corrections. He goes, they go, hey, the cops like laughing, like, because the cops knew me. They're like, hey, tell these guys what it's all about, and they didn't show it on the Man Show. They did show the guy, though. There was this guy there, he had life without, and he was trying to eat himself to death. His fingers were like this big around, like sausages. He would throw a whole stick of butter and a thing of macaroni, like a whole big giant bowl of mac and cheese. I go, hey, why don't you just shoot that butter right in your vein, But he was trying to eat himself to death.
Before I forget, so was the person whose service was Dave who thought?
Yep.
Was, okay.
Yeah, she was in the choir.
Okay.
Yeah, so I met Adam Carolla and Jimmy Kimmel, and Adam Carolla is kind of an unusual character. That's when they had the Man Show. They came into Lancaster Prison, and yeah.
It used to drive me crazy when everyone just talked on the phone instead of hanging out. You know what's funny is my mom used to say that to me. She'd be like, because I would be on the phone for hours. Do you know what I mean? And so she'd be like, sometimes when I would talk to Mitch in prison, sometimes we would talk for like 3 hours at a time. He would hang up, then he'd call me back, and you got to imagine every 15 minutes it would go off.
Yeah.
And he'd have to call me back. But my mom would be like, why don't you go, why are you on the phone all the time? Like, go hang out with people. I'd be like, why?
Well, I used to call you from orientation, I could talk straight through. At one time, they didn't turn it off in 15 minutes. You know, remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it just makes me trip, man, about kids. And they just, I know kids have.
Lizzie, I'll call you. And just give me a second. I'll call you.
I know kids have quirks that they, that they follow, couple of sparks. But, I just think kids need guidance, man, a little more than they're getting, Yeah, I hear you about throwing stones. The Kira said, don't, never. 56, like, sad but true. Slick, sad but true. Anyway, I just think some of these kids are going to get a rude awakening as adults, because, they just, they get a lot of shit handed to them, and they don't understand where it comes from. Oh, a toilet in the basement. That's right, California convictions. I see there's a lot of comments about religion and stuff. So, like I said earlier, man, community college tomorrow, be a teacher before I catch a case, LOL. Everybody has the right. God give you the freedom of choice, man, to choose whatever religion you believe in or what you believe in about the religion that you're part of. So, you know what I mean? That's right, Lemonhead Penny. To each their own. I used to go into orientation and get on the phone and talk for like an hour straight. It was cool, They used to dial the number, and the operator would call the phone and say, "What's up, Whack Deuce? White Powder Holmes." The operator would say, "You got a collect call from Mitch Smiley. Do you accept?" They say yes, and you can talk for as long as you wanted. You can talk until the next guy got in line, So, just to change the subject a little bit, I went to the doctor's appointment Friday with my mom. They basically told her she has cancer in both breasts, up and down her spine, in her arm, and her liver. And they're not going to do any treatment because it won't help her as far as like chemo. They're going to do palliative care. They're going to keep her pain-free. But basically, she's on hospice. She's on hospice care. They're going to keep her medicated and pain-free and until she passes away. And when I was with her, and when she saw the cancer, she was like, "Oh my God, I didn't know it was that bad. I didn't think it was that bad." I'm sorry, Cabo. Don't be sorry, folks. My mom had breast cancer when I was still in prison. She had operated on, and they told her she could have chemo or she could take medicine for 5 years, tamoxifen or something like that. And so she said she would take tamoxifen for 5 years. And so she took it for about a year. I got out, and she quit taking her medication because she was sending all her money to elderly romance scam. Some guy from Nigeria was scamming her, and we kept telling her it wasn't real. The guy's from Nigeria. He's not who you think. His name is not John Kelly. He's not a doctor of science, And so she quit taking her meds so she could send this guy money, and the cancer spread, and now she's dying. So, it's, Adrian thinks she's ready. Adrian went through this with her grandmother with Alzheimer's, and, and she also did it with her friend's mom who had pancreatic cancer. So Adrian thinks, she said, hey, I think your mom's ready. It's like your soul starts coming through more than your physical mind, right? Kind of prepares you. Yep, that's right, red dye. So she's getting a bit of dementia, but so I go over there, I take her In-N-Out burgers. Today I brought her some spaghetti. Let me see. Nice. South Central, up high. Good night, brother. We'll talk about that. I have talked about it in some of my videos. I brought her some spaghetti today. She likes In-N-Out burgers. She likes the slushies from McDonald's. Cancer sucks. Exactly. Today, I just want God to comfort her on her way out, Bow Tie Barber, you guys have heard me speak about. He's a friend of mine. We went over to the skilled nursing facility and he cut her hair. He trimmed her hair and trimmed it, and he was telling her, oh, you have beautiful hair. Oh, look at that beautiful smile. You got a beautiful smile. And, he was just like telling her some really neat shit, and she had a big smile, and it's just it's rough, but I did it in prison, so I can definitely do it for my mom. She's dying, she's lost a lot of weight, so her property she had a storage facility. Instead of stroke, she's making improvements daily. Man, stick with her, Sal. Slick. It's rough. My mom's property got auctioned off because she didn't pay her storage facility, so everything in life she owns got auctioned off for $100. I didn't tell her about that. Yeah.
Okay.
So I went to her house today. Yeah, sure, that picture. Look at that. There's me and Bow Tie Barber.
It's hard to see it because it's glary.
Yeah, cutting her hair. That's Bow Tie. There you go. That's Bow Tie. Me and my mom, we cut her hair.
That's cute.
Yeah. So, I went through her room and basically threw out the rest of her stuff because, she isn't,
The thing is, what Mitch doesn't like to, Mitch doesn't believe in donating stuff, so he likes to just throw everything in the garbage. And I was like, babe, people go to places to, like Salvation Army and whatever. So I try to get him to recycle as much as I can.
But it's, I was in prison. I had this friend named Bob. He's a little guy, and he had Hep C, and he was dying, and he was cool. He went to Vietnam, came back. He was from New York, and
Did you see what Slip said?
What?
He said my mom just had a stroke and she's making improvements
Yeah, I saw
daily.
that.
That's aw.
Just stick with her, Slick. But, Bob was a runner on Wall Street, but he was a heroin addict from Vietnam. He got
Whack.
Hep C and all that kind of stuff, and so he was dying of Hep C, and he had a cool story. He was an Italian dude, and I liked him, and then when he started getting dementia and he started dying, they told me, you want to go to hospice? And he said, no, I want to stay out here with my friends. And I used to sit with him. We'd come back from breakfast. I would sit with him in a day room for 20 minutes every day and talk to him, even when he was dying. And Don't take steroids. You know, and eventually Bob died, and so now I'm going through it with my mom. It's look, man, if you got someone that needs you, just be there for them, and just help them out, comfort them. If they're not dying, they just need some help, just be there. Sometimes all it takes is just to be there, say, hey, what's up? I'm your friend, I'm your family, whatever.
We have a lot of friends that are family.
Yeah, we do.
And we have a lot of family that doesn't act like it, so we got that too.
Yeah. So, it's a rough deal, but, we're all going to get there. I just hope that, I just go over there and do for her what I hope someone does for me when I'm in that situation, you know what I mean?
I'm going to push you off.
She's going to throw me off a cliff.
Yeah.
She's going to throw me in the river and drown me. Well, we've been out for an hour and a half, so I got to get ready and clean up. It's 9:30 almost. I got to get ready for tomorrow. I got a funeral to go to.
I hold her hand all the time. So does Mitch. She said, "Hold her hand, brother. It's crazy. That means the world to our parents."
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
She's so frail. I had to help her into a wheelchair to help her get her hair cut. And it's just,
Say hi to Big Max. He's on watching too.
What's up, Big Max? Yeah, that A right there. That's not angels. That's A's, baby. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, Salvador, you've been with us a long time, brother.
Yeah, since the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So before we go, I'll show you the shed. Right? You want to see it? Somebody has to see it. Guys,
I know, baby. If you just go, okay, baby, just go ahead.
Look at that. Look at that. Up there, we're going to have storage. You see that sign? Yeah, see that, Big Max? Yeah. I wonder where that came from. What's up town does that say right there? Yeah, Port Hueneme. I got this stuff, my shell, oh, look at who's that? And I got this stuff. This here is a painting I started in prison.
What's this right here?
I never finished. I never finished that. Here's the thing that John sent me. Let me turn this around. Look at my window. Look at I got a shelf up there. Look at that. Then I'm gonna put that light's out. I'm gonna put another light up there.
It's not gonna bend me on that?
No. Then more shelves. I get another shelf here. I got those shelves. There's a painting I started. Got sidetracked. Guy doing a wheelie. Yeah. Motorcycle shit. And I started that painting when I was in the joint. I got to finish it or not. Then we got the shirts. Look at there's my little portable swamp cooler, art supplies. Look at the skull. Yeah. Tattoo patterns. I got some artwork up. So then look at that. I got a smiling face. Oh, wow. Les Duffy. Welcome to Heart Intentions, brother, as a member. Thank you.
Oh, we got our first member on tonight. That's awesome. Les, that's so great. Thank you so much. Wes said this is his new room.
Well, I'll be spending time out here doing artwork for sure.
I was going to say, you know what we should do?
Yeah.
We should copy Big Max right here.
What? Put a pisser?
Right there in the corner.
I was thinking about putting a sink over there. It'll drain out to the...
No, because then you'll pee in the sink.
No, I won't pee in the sink, but we can put a sink in the corner and drain out to the French drain. We can't put a pisser.
Ink in here.
Yeah, I'm a tattoo in here.
Yeah.
We can't put a pisser.
Look, you came to business.
Oh.
Look at.
Come on.
Come on, baby.
Come on, kitty.
She's all, oh, hell yeah.
Look at that. Look at this.
Come on. She's never been in here. Come on, baby.
Look at that. There's a cat. Come on,
okay.
girl.
She's like, what the hell is that?
That's crazy.
She's looking for the dogs. That's what she's doing.
Yeah, that's crazy, kitty. Come on, girl. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, folks. We love you. Guys, have a good night. Welcome to the shed. Meet Smiley Way. Look at that clock over there. Ben Davis, thank you. Pray for Ben Davis and his back to get well, too, folks.
Look at, she bowed out.
Did she?
Yeah. She was like, oh,
That's
no.
crazy kitty. So I'll have this all finished up soon, but now it's watertight, so I can move stuff in. You know, I'm just so blessed, man. And you guys are part of that blessing. You know, thank you guys for tuning in.
Happen for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
100%.
you guys believe in what I'm doing, and which makes me believe in you guys. You know, and you should know that if I can get out here and do this, you can do anything you want. Especially if you got somebody that believes in you, man. We're going to be at Modesto, and then we're going to be in Richmond area at the fairgrounds on October 2nd. We're going to be in Modesto, I believe it's the 18th, right, babe? Yeah, we love you guys, man. Take care of yourselves. Whatever it is you do, do it hard. Salvador, what's up? We love you guys, man. Sonora Action Sports Park. That's right. Les Duffy sends $5. Thank you, Les, so much. What's in Modesto? They're having a hot rod event on the 18th. Check it out in the comments earlier. Hot rod talk. Buenos noches. We love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Look at that in the corner. Who's that over there? Yeah, that's you. Good night, folks.
Good night, everybody.
We love you.
Love you.
Thanks for tuning in. Take care. Use common sense and do it hard. Always.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Always.